All right, so we're live?
I think so. Are we? I don't see the screen on my laptop here yet.
If there's anybody watching, can we get a "we are live" comment?
Hey,
Hi.
we see a hi.
All right, are you watching us? Hi, Mom, I'm on TV.
Hey.
Hey, there we go, fantastic.
We're live, yes. Okay, we are live now.
So we're doing an announcement stream, right? An announcement, a launch stream.
Or countdown kind of thing.
The countdown, all right, fantastic. Well, do a quick introduction. You are?
My name is Nick Yu. I'm the producer of MightyNo9.
And I'm Ben Judd. I'm a sexy video game agent. I work with a wide variety of different talents.
Indeed.
I also helped on the campaign for MightyNo9, Bloodstained campaign as well.
Oh, there's a little PR there.
Well, of course. I always try to look out after my
I'm looking forward to that. I'm a backer too, you know.
Well, I'm a backer too.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Right.
But thank you, everyone, for joining us. I know it's very late in the West Coast.
It's like 11:15 now or something like that.
Fantastic. That's the right exact time to get your codes. Now, I've heard that there are codes that are going out or something like that.
The email just went out as a blast. So if you're a backer and if you have your email address with us, you should be getting that, more like in 5 minutes or something like that.
Okay. So the fine folks at Humble Bundle are helping Concept out with this.
Yes.
I don't know personally how quickly the emails go out, but ultimately, I hope that you will have them very shortly and be able to play after the stream is over, right? Because if you do not stay for the whole stream, you're going to miss great things like talking with the producer, myself, Aizu-san, the president of Inti Creates. We're going to have.
Over here.
That's right. He's over. He's actually also doing the tech stuff. Reach your hand out there, Aizu.
Oh,
there we go. We're also going to, of course, have Inafune-san.
He is here.
And we're going to go through not just all the great things, but also some of the challenges that occur with doing a game on Kickstarter.
A lot of that happened in this project, so
I'm sure people want to know.
A lot. You guys know. And behind us, people are playing the game as we speak. The dev team, the core of the dev team member. So we have like the director, art director, and some of the core member from Inti Creates who actually made the game. They'll be playing the game and eating pizza maybe.
It's Japan, so probably rice balls, but all good. I want to get.
We had pizza too. We had pizza.
Yeah, but you have like squid rings and mayonnaise and all that. That's not pizza. I'm an American man.
I'm not going to argue with that part.
That's right.
I find that real weird as well. So
I want to get to some real talk here. And obviously, this is a celebratory event that we're doing right now. But I think there are a lot of people that have a lot of questions. Obviously, I think some of the reviews have hit and all that. But first and foremost, the project itself was delayed a few times, and it took a lot longer to come out. And I know that from myself being in the game industry, that it's never as easy as it seems. If you're just a gamer from the outside in, you're saying, this is just a 2D side-scrolling game. Why is this taking so long? Definitely. So, first off, I want to say, I used to be the producer on Bionic Commando. I did Bionic Commando 3D and Bionic Commando Rearmed. And it was an incredibly painful time for me because that was also delayed. And I just felt absolutely terrible. Just absolutely terrible about the delay and about it not being a 95 Metacritic game. But when it came out, somebody I respect greatly said to me, listen, Ben, ultimately releasing a game, just getting it out the door, that in and of itself is a bigger challenge and a bigger hurdle than most people know. So I know this is your first time releasing a game, right, as a producer?
Right.
And I know you probably had a lot of very frustrating and painful things that occur. Yeah. But I would like to say congratulations for you getting out the door. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of Kickstarters out there where the games just disappear or where they don't get out the door because people underestimate the challenge. So, again, enough of me talking. Now that the game is out, how do you feel?
Relief, definitely. It's finally here.
You look like a broken man, a former shadow of yourself.
For the past 2 weeks, I went to bed at like 3 a.m., 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And last night I only had like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah?
I have my Red Bull here, ready
That's right.
to go.
I asked if there was going to be alcohol, and you said no, but Red
No.
Bull's that's the second best thing.
That's the second best
That's the
thing we can
second best
offer right now. We're still working. Come on.
That's right. You are still like literally.
It's 3:30
literally. I
in the
saw
afternoon.
I saw someone in the staff typing on the computer, going like, "Are the codes out? Are the codes out?" And I actually I have a lot of press connections, and a few members of the press are like,
Right.
"Where are the codes been?" And I'm like, So I believe they're out, but if there's any issues, they can reach out to Concept or the publisher and try and figure out what the issues are. Right?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely relieved that the game is out now, and it was a total wild ride for me.
Yep.
Like you said, this is my first solo project as producer, and 5 years ago, I was just one of the gamer.
Yep.
On the other side of the screen, watching people play, making the game, waiting for the game to come out, all that stuff.
So having done it,
Yeah.
is it as fun making games as you envisioned it would be when you were just a gamer?
So let's put it in percentage.
Yes.
I would say like 5% were fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And 95% is like pure nightmare.
Right.
Hard work.
Take the whip and smack yourself in the back with it. Drip candle wax in your head or whatever. Yes.
There's just I can't even remember how many times I was like, how am I gonna do this?
Yep. Yep.
How am I gonna get through this part?
This is
gonna be the end of my life.
Yeah.
And
but you're still alive.
I am surprisingly.
And you're skinny. When I was under all that stress, I got really fat. It was all the squid ring mayonnaise pizza.
I eat less and eating random food. Last night I had like 3 rice bowl and a bag of chips with soda and stuff. And you do that for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
This is a result.
That's right. It's funny. I can actually hear keys. So I worked for MightyFinale for about 5 or 6 years, and every time he would come from like far away, he's got keys on a chain, and they would like rattle. So you knew the boss was coming, and you'd be like, sit in your seat, get all tense.
See, if you spend enough time with him, you kind of identify the type of jingling that his keys make.
MightyFinale has a distinctive key rattling walk. That is MightyFinale for sure.
Everyone in the office can hear him or can notice that he's coming right after he gets off the elevator.
Yep. So I don't want to monopolize just the two of us discussing, but I do want to know, have you seen the feedback?
Which feedback? What kind of feedback?
From the press.
Yes,
obviously, the backers just got it.
Yes, I have. I've been seeing them a lot.
And what's it like?
Well, not that good, to be honest.
Yep.
But they made some fair points.
Sure.
And a lot of stuff we can agree on.
Yep.
And a lot of stuff that we think that we did a decent job, but maybe it wasn't enough for the general public eyes. It's something that we can, take it as a lesson and make it put into the next one. So we learned a lot of stuff.
I'll say this: Kickstarter is a double-edged sword. It gets so hyped up and sensationalized, with so many people wanting it to be good, and obviously you want it to be good.
Yeah.
I want it to be good. That I think that partially, when people review it, there's a little bias that comes into it. I know when I made Bionic Commando, there was a lot of people that held it, I think, to a higher standard. I think that's natural, but because it ended up not necessarily reaching that standard, I think sometimes the criticisms can be overly harsh. That's just human nature. But you've learned, you're going to have this feedback. That's great.
The way I see this is because of this Kickstarter project.
Yep.
We announced the project even before we start the production or even design or concept talk.
Yep.
So the amount of time we have until the actual game comes out is way longer than the normal project.
Sure.
Normal project, when they announce, they might be halfway done.
Yep.
Or after alpha or close to beta or something like that. Yep. So you find out about a game that early, and then you kind of wait. The emotion kind of builds up. Each little small information that comes out is like a precious thing to the backers or to the people who is waiting for the game.
Yep.
I think that kind of related to this amount of feedback we're getting.
Yep.
The amount of emotion kind of thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
The reality is this. I can't envision a situation where you announce a crowdfunding campaign and say, we need your money to make this game that will be released in 4 years. I think everybody would say, well, I'm not going to invest in something that's 4 years down the line. So there are timeline issues that occur, and you're absolutely right. You look at a Grand Theft Auto or something like that, they're actually making the announcement window smaller and smaller because they've realized in the digital world that there's so much new information that's constantly shifting that to announce something that will be released 3 years later is the hype dies down or the expectations increase and they're not very realistic. So rather than talk about the release window, because obviously this is delayed, a lot of Kickstarter campaigns are delayed, it's incredibly frustrating. Here's something I constantly see on the NeoGAFs, on the Kotakus of the world, which have a very fine game-consuming individual on them, is $4 million.
$4 million.
$4 million. Certainly you can make a 2D side-scrolling game for $4 million.
YouTube, every other comment, it's like $4 million, 3.8.
That's right. You guys
some people being precise about the numbers.
That's right. That's where we appreciate preciseness. But however, there are hidden write-offs or hidden deductions that are occurring from this $4 million, right?
So I kind of made this comment on our forum once, I think maybe twice, but this wasn't for everyone in the public.
Yep.
But so the way the Kickstarter project is like once you get the total amount of funding, in our case $4 million, you don't get to spend every single dollar of that money into the development. That's the reality. And the reality is, for most of the project, it's about 50 to 60% of the total funding into the development.
Sure. So if it's 4 million or 3.8, then it's really only closer to 2 million.
2 million, 2.3, 2.4, something like that.
Right. I'll say this. I'm now a video game agent, a sexy video game agent.
Sexy, yes.
And
important part,
I work with a wide variety of teams. Our company works with teams all over the world. I obviously am an ex-producer, so I know the reality that games are not as cheap as people think. And we were talking about this before the stream, and you mentioned the online piece. And that is a huge challenge because it's not online for one game, it's online for
10 platforms.
10 platforms. Folks, 10 platforms online, the sheer amount of testing, the different code, all of the fantastic middleware engines in the world are not going to make this a cheap production. So the reality is this. There was a lot of platforms online as a challenge, and it's really not as much money as you'd think. It's not the $4 million. We scored the jackpot and we're on cruises for about the first 2 years, right? Much as that would be nice.
So 60% of the total funding, and then you're gonna lose 20% right out of the after the campaign to Kickstarter, Amazon for handling, and also paying the partners who helped you guys.
First party too, right?
First party too.
Yeah, I mean everybody's...
Well, that comes after, but there's that also as well.
Right.
And also in our case, the reward production also costs money. So everything has to come from the $4 million we gathered. And that's not even counting the cost that we spent for the concept member.
Or the cruise, right? The 2-year cruise that we took. I know, I'm just kidding. But ultimately, it's tough.
Well, it was really tough.
And obviously, you ate a lot of potato chips and sacrificed potentially 10 years of
Yes, so potato chips is way cheaper than salads these days, and pops are cheaper than water these days. So you usually go with the cheaper one.
So I don't want to monopolize the conversation because we're not really all that exciting as far as people go. What I would like to do is, do we have the game here? We do, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Are we able to show this video? Let's have our tech guy, Aizu-san.
Aizu-san, ちょっとゲーム画面を映したりできますか?
So I'd like to call the director in here and have him play a little bit of the game, right? Is that okay?
Which director you want? We have 2 directors, one from Indie Creates, one from Concept.
Let's get the concept director in here. I know he had
I'll call him.
A lot of tough time.
今田さん、ゲームの方をちょっとプレイしていただく感じに。
because this is Twitch, so we want to break it up
右側に
between obviously talking, which is not so great, and playing. And you'll notice that this fine director is wearing the blue version of this shirt. I have the red version. Fantastic t-shirt.
And yours is like my number 7. あ、今田さん向こうですね。
We are watching the feedback. I appreciate it. And yes, I agree. A lot of different challenges. So, できれば自己紹介していただきたいと思いますけれども。
はい、マイティナンバー9のディレクターをやっていました今枝と申します。よろしくお願いします。
The director of MightyNo9, Imaida-san here, is joining me off to my right, and he's going to show you what it's like to play the game like a pro. I promise I will not say anything about 10 minutes ago when you died on the tutorial stage, Maida-san. That did not happen. It so happened. じゃあできればやっていただきたいと思います。
はい。
まあクールなプレーはぜひみんなに見せていただきたいと思います。
ノーマルで大丈夫ですか？
ノーマルで大丈夫ですよ。We can do normal for him, right? You know, it's so embarrassing to be the director of a game and then die on a live stream. So let's go with normal. All right.
ノーマルで大丈夫ですか？
ノーマルで
大丈夫です。
はい。
大丈夫です。ぜひ。
じゃあそうですね。これまであんまり見せてない電波塔のステージをやってみたいと思います。
わかりました。Okay. So this is the electric tower, a stage that probably you haven't seen a lot of. Obviously, people have the code, so maybe they're looking at it now. But here we go. どうぞぜひやってください。
はい。それでは進めていきます。
準備は OK か。
Benja is the coolest dude in the world, but
I'm just bummed out. Yep. Yep. I'm sorry. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm bummed out about that. But hey, as I was saying, it's tough to get a game out, and it's great that we've got it in our hands and we're playing it now. Would definitely love to get everybody's feedback on that, and hopefully we can use it for the future. Do we have sound?
音はしっかり出てますか？
あいつさん、音は出てます？
音はしっかり出てます。
わかりました。
こっちはちょっと
ちょっとわからないので。はい。It's actually tougher than you'd know to play a game without sound, and he's actually doing it. He can't hear it, but he's still playing as well.
Oh no, the sound is here. I mean,
Okay.
the viewers can
No,
see
I
it.
know, I know. I'm saying the director,
Okay.
Maida-san, is having to play it without sound.
Yeah.
He has to listen to
He
you.
played enough in this game to know where everything is good.
ちょっと基本のゲーム性について軽く話しながらゲームプレイできます？
やってみます。
はい。So he's going to explain about the game while playing, which is a challenge actually, to talk in game.
Not easy in this stage.
Oh, nice dash save. That's cool. I like those sort of moments where you're just like, am I? You can do that in Violent Commando too, like save yourself from the violence.
I'm gonna PR for that
ゲ
too.
ームプレイとしては敵をのショットして弱体化させて、
はい
アクセラレートでキープして、自らを強化していくというゲームシステムになっております。
わかりました。So the idea is you're shooting the enemies and then dashing them. He said the word accelerate. I don't know if that's the proper English terminology for the game. If it's not, I'm sure.
Spelled differently, but yes. Accelerate.
Fantastic.
ちなみにこのステージでは風が左から右に向かって吹いていますので、敵の飛ばす爆弾もすごい。
So he's just mentioning that this stage, there's a gigantic air effect. It's blowing the wind very rapidly from left to right, and therefore when the enemies throw their bombs, they're directly affected by physics and blasted off to the right.
もちろんジャンプ中は風の影響を受けてちょっと、左に流されていくので、それを。
Yeah. I think I remember playing a certain game that ended in X when I was in my 20s. It may have been a 2D side-scrolling game released by a certain company starting with C.
Castlevania?
No. Yeah, that was. But also had an air stage where you would be blown from one direction to the other. So it's nice to see some of that in here.
I like this game, but I cannot beat it.
It's tough because
It is tough.
you have to dash, I guess, the momentum into it. Up. So you just dashed to an enemy and was able to grab onto the wall like this. Are you able to continuously dash forever? Is a question that I have.
As long as you're in the air.
Ah, there we go. And even though it's a 2.5D side-scrolling game, you're able to put in visuals like that where the screen rotates, which is nice. Is this the boss? これボスですか?
これは中ボスになります。
Ah.
まだボスには
This is the
遠い
mid
で
boss.
す。
That's
Boss,
right.
the final one.
Okay. Wow, he makes it look easy. I have a feeling that I would not be dashing.
Well,
He's also got like the weird like claw thing going on. That's not the Monster Hunter claws. It's a different kind of claw. I just needed to check. I'm the agent here. I don't really care. I don't have any alliances. I can talk about anything I want to. Hopefully,
so much PR. Jeez, man.
I'm just happy. I love games. I love all the games. You know, I will say this. At the end of the day, this is a game that, you know, was created by an independent studio. And it's a huge challenge. Us as an agency working with all these different teams, it's a huge challenge, you know, as for an independent studio to get out there, to spend the time and energy to make these games. I don't think people really appreciate the challenge that independent developers have against them, even with a larger studio, you know, per se. Wow, you know what, Meta-san, it's pretty weak sauce. ちょっと下手ですね。ちょっと下手ですね。Oh, nice. There we go. All right, so tell me about the fire effects. I hear a lot about the fire effects, the explosions.
Oh, they are good like pizza. That's what people are saying.
Well, I like pizza personally, so
I do too.
what's going on? Can we get an artist or an FX person in here? Quick, on the fly postmortem. What's up with the fire effects? I gotta know because I think I've seen that mentioned. We want to know about the fire effects, right, people?
We don't have any effect people create.
Did we talk with? Did Jerry Bruckheimer? Did he approve these fire effects? Because I think I've seen some pretty impressive fire effects in a Bruckheimer Bay Farmers movie for sure. Okay. Well, I have Aizu. I can grab him, or I can grab the director. 爆発効果に関してはよくまあちょっとなんていうのかな文句っていうか言われるんですけれども爆発エフェクトに関してデザインの根本的なところを教えてください。
I can't get the director from Inti here.
Natsume-san. Let's bring Natsume-san. I can tell the artist is trying to hide. He wants to avoid this question, but I'll be honest. They don't really do post-mortem. Did you?
ちょっといいですか?
今死んだ. He just died.
ですね。
He just died.
そ
それディレクターとしてはあるマジック行為じゃないですか。
いや、ここはなんていうか見せ物を作ったと言ってほしいですね。
So apparently he's creating tension for all of us. He wants to show that the risk of death is very real. No, true story. A lot of Japanese developers don't really do postmortems, and they certainly don't really show it to a wide variety of different backers. But I know that we signed on to see as much of the development process as possible, for better or for worse. So I'm just personally curious about the fire effects. And I want to see if we can't get a comment on what the thoughts were, etc. Take it or leave, right? We're apparently miking up the artist. We don't have the right person to answer the question. But we're going to answer the question over the website or something if it comes up, right? Well, there you go. I've just gotten the okay from Nick, the producer. He's on the hook now. I want to know about those Michael Bay explosions for sure. While you were gone, Imaida-san died. So, 1回だけ, just one time. Just one time.
Oh, there's one thing I want.
Whoa, that was close, Imaida-san. Giri-giri safe でしたね.
So, you know, in this title, we don't have the easy mode for people to play on.
Yep.
The reason for that is we want people to practice and get better with the normal difficulty.
Yep.
That's the lowest.
Okay.
However, we made it so that if you go into the setting,
Yep.
you can increase your remaining lives
Yep.
to maximum 9.
Okay.
So you can continuously practice the one section that you keep dying on.
Sure.
And so that way you can get better faster.
Yep.
But we don't have easy for people.
What if I'm a 10 life sort of guy and I need 10 instead of 9?
No, you don't get 10.
I can't
It's mighty number 9.
I can't.
It's not mighty number 10.
Up, down, left. I can't put in a code.
We don't have rights for that.
Okay, that's true.
And we can get a lot of trouble for that. In our computer screen, the picture is froze at one point. I'm just wondering if you guys are seeing the picture moving or it's frozen.
Is this moving?
Is
Just
this
give us
moving?
a thumbs up or a moving,
Moving, not
slow
moving.
golf clap.
Can you hear the sound?
We sit it okay. I think that means
We
they can
see
see
it
it.
okay.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, we're good, good.
I like this. You know, this is like the first like real live
I know.
Twitch thing that I've seen. And it's nice to be able to talk with people and just ask them.
The time lag is not even.
High five. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
This is good. Obviously, there's still a lot of people that are very frustrated, and I am looking at the comments. We'll probably have a question and answer section and talk about it in the future. I think Imaida-san wants to talk about this. もうこれからボスですか？
いよいよボスですよ。
Alright, so he's at the boss. このボスは何ていうボスですか？
これはアビエイターというボスです。
The aviator. The
Or we
aviator.
call him the Avi.
Avi.
見た目はかっこいいんですけど、ちょっとこの空を飛んでいるお調子者っていう設定です。
So he looks really cool, but when he's flying, he's kind of bragging or he's kind of
Being
showing off. There we go. Oh, I like that. I like this interface. This is cool. This is slick. I'm appreciating it. I like good UI.
then we're at 3:45.
Yep.
Meaning we're like 15 minutes away from.
Okay. And what happens then?
We'll do the countdown.
I see.
We will bring the postman.
All right. Well, you know what? I think after he beats the boss, then we'll have Aizu-san jump on for 15 minutes, and then we'll do the countdown with boss, right? It's funny. In Japanese, Inafino-san is known as the boss. I called him that when I worked at Capcom. They call him that here too. I think that. You know.
Let's go.
This kind of has a little Smash Brothers sort of thing where you fall off and die. Uh-oh, am I PRing another game?
No,
That's okay? All right.
you're just using a reference, right?
I think I need an agent for this agent to approve the speech that I use.
There's just no filter.
There is no filter. I have no filter, I've been told.
このボスはとにかく空を飛び回っているので、
はい。
非常にダメージを与えづらくですね。
So he's making excuses saying that this boss is always flying in the air, making it hard to actually hit him for serious damage.
正直最初に挑むボスではないです。
He's like, honestly, this is not the
Not the
first
first
boss
one
that
you
you
want
should
to
be
do.
playing in the game because he's kind of challenging. And obviously, if you fall, you die, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good English, you might have said. Nice.
See, this stage,
Yeah.
when it first came to us, like in the testing building and so on, it was freaking hard.
It still looks freaking hard.
You see, there's a kind of air blowing upwards
Right.
Down the platform.
Yeah.
It wasn't there before.
So you.
So there,
It came from the top.
Yeah. Well, it didn't come from the top, but when that air comes, you kind of float in the air for a little bit. There's a little bit buffer kind of thing.
Right.
To jump.
Right.
So you can react. The reaction time is much longer in the opening.
Wow, this is
But
normal.
if there's no air,
Yep.
it was brutal.
I'm sure, yeah. You need that little cushion to slow things down a bit. あと半分?
半分でもこっちのヒットポイントがあと半分もない。
He said, yeah, I got him down to half energy, but I have less than half energy. Now, I assume you have a certain weapon or whatever that will kill him quicker.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. I love that classic gameplay, baby. Back to my roots, back to my childhood. Oh, I had so many great memories of playing 2D side-scrolling games
2D side-scroll game.
that were designed by certain people in this building.
やられる。
I don't think
So there we have it in the game industry. You will constantly see producers that can't beat their game, and now you've seen a director that can't beat his game.
Right.
Fantastic. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you very much, Imaida-san.
I will call the. Oh, I think we have pizza here.
Pizza! Wow, the pizza guy literally just walked through the door. This is amazing. I get to play video games on a live stream, talk with all these talented creators, and now eat pizza. Now I really want a beer. アイズ様、ちょっと交代で入ることはできます？その音声チェック代わりにやっていただける人います？わかりました。じゃあありがとうございました。ちょっと交代で今アイズ様お呼びしたいと思っております。Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I don't know what kind of pizza. It better not have squid rings, and it better not have mayonnaise because that is unacceptable. Yeah. If only I was. I'm not going to say it. I say inappropriate things from time to time. I will try to be clean-minded. Absolutely. Right now we're having Aizu-san tag in, getting the mic on. Obviously, Aizu-san is the president of Indie Creates, working on this game, Galgun, obviously Bloodstained, so a wide variety of different titles. It'd be very interesting to get his. Oh my gosh, that pizza smells like heaven. Bring the pizza. You can leave, just bring the pizza. So Aizu-san has joined us. Thank you very much. ね、インティクリエイツの、CEO ですね。で、インティクリエイツ様は何年目でしたっけ
？20年ですね。
なかなかない数字ですよね、ゲーム業界。Wow. So 20 years being an independent developer, that just doesn't happen in Japan. The number of companies that have been around that are independent, still independent, after 20 years are few and far between. ちょっとですね、やっぱり、いよいよ、やっとの思いでゲームは出たと思いますけれども。
皆さんお待たせしました。
He said, sorry for keeping everyone waiting. Kickstarter っていう、新たなアプローチ、チャレンジといいますか、でゲームの投資金集めたと思うんですけれども、それで、紙一重という単語はすごい思い浮かびやすいと思うんですけれども、その紙一重のところに関して説明していただきたいと思いますけれども、感想というか。
そうですね。キックスターターキャンペーンっていうのは、やっぱりちょっとお祭り的なところがすごくあって、やっぱり皆さんに喜んでもらいたいことをたくさんやって面白いゲームにしようっていうそのクリエイターのですね、欲と、面白いゲームを作りたいっていう欲と、で皆さんに喜んでもらいたいっていう思い、そういったもので結構たくさんのストレッチゴールを設定してしまったりすることは多いんですけども、それによってすごく成功することはあると思うんですけれども、それをやっぱりですね最後までやるっていうのは非常に難しいことだなというのは今回すごく感じました。
そうですね。So I'm just going to do a quick translation, and I said that Kickstarter is a double-edged sword. There's lots of incredible benefits, and anybody who's done a Kickstarter campaign will say this, but there's also a lot of incredible challenges that come with it. He said, basically doing a Kickstarter campaign is like a Japanese matsuri, a festival. And you're so excited, you're interacting with the fans, it's a gigantic event, we're all in this together, we're so happy, we're going to make a game, it's going to be awesome. And then reality sets in. And he mentions stretch goals as the big reality, and that is, I envision stretch goals as developers being stretched over a gigantic rack, screaming and writhing in pain, because the reality is you add new platforms because you really think you could do it. You add new modes because as a creator you're like, man, this is going to be awesome, but at the end it ends up being an incredibly large amount of content, and you end up being stuck in a situation where you can either say, do we cut content or do we keep our promises and end up, knowing that we underestimated how challenging this will be. And the honest reality is, man, games are tough. And trying to estimate exactly where you're going to end in 3 years or 2 years or whatever, it's never a perfect science. And I've never seen a single developer get it perfectly right. So, 一応ですね、もう一回最初からやり直すことができたら、どんなふうにはちょっと変えたいと思いますか？
そうですね。やっぱりキャンペーンの時にちゃんと約束することの内容として、まずオフラインモードを作り終えたら、 まずオフラインモードでリリースして、
はい、
でオンラインモードは後でアップデートするよっていうキャンペーンにしたかったですね。
はい。So I asked him if he was going to change one thing, if he was going to do it all over from the start, how he would do things differently. And ultimately he says, listen, again, the online content just for the multiple platforms was it was an incredible challenge. If they would have been able to release offline single player mode first and then later dole out that content online, then perhaps it would have been in people's hands sooner, it would have been different. I know exactly where he's coming from. I'll say this, I've been in between multiple publisher-developer discussions, and everybody is trying to make the most they can under a tight deadline. And whenever a developer suggests trying to release online mode separately, I've never seen a publisher be happy about that. So a lot of times there's no perfect solution here, and it's tough, but obviously that would have been one solution, to release single player first and then go to multiplayer, right? We're going to talk more to Aizu-san, but I think we're getting very down to the wire towards this countdown. We're doing a countdown.
Yes.
And we need to have him here, don't we?
Yes, we do.
The creator, one of gaming's luminaries, Keiji Inafune-san. Can you bring him in here? And the pizza? And the pizza? Well, I can't get it from the seat. Can I get a pizza person or something? A pizza delivery concept person? Gosh, you know, I'm one of the guests. Where's my pizza? Hey, I can hear the keys. I can hear the keys. So, there we go. Is it? Can we see that? Here's the pizza. There, look. No squid, no mayonnaise. That's good. That's very good.
But
I do want that beer.
That is true.
Wow, that's a cool shirt. He has the cool shirt. Why do I have the That's still a cool shirt. ありがとうございます。はい。ありがとうございますっていうか、おめでとうございます。ありがとう。やっとの思いで。やっとの思いで。
本当のよかったね、も
う。前のね、某 C 社で一緒に働かせていただいた時にですね、稲船様はいろんなゲームを関わったと思うんですけれども、ただ今回は独立して、もうクラウドファンディング経由でゲームを作るっていう非常にハードルの高いチャレンジはやってきたと思うんですけれども、今どんな気分ですか？
いやまあね、長かったんでね、本当にバッカーの皆さんに迷惑かけちゃったんで、その申し訳ないという気持ちが一番だけど、発売できたっていうことはすごく嬉しいなっていう思ってます。
Yeah, so I asked him, he's been attached to so many different titles, some that have been incredible successes, some not so much. As I said before, the game industry, it's a tough beast, and games are sometimes a gamble with what's going to work and what isn't going to work. And I asked him, now that this game is out, we tried this new challenge, it's crowdfunded, thanks to all your support, it's out the door. How does he feel? And of course, him being Inafune-san, he said, I apologize, of course, for making everybody wait so long. Obviously, one of the most painful things as a creator is to not get this in people's hands as soon as possible. He's worked on titles before that have been delayed, but it's very painful all around wanting to basically have all the gamers play your game as soon as possible and not be able to do that. But it's great that it's out the door. There are a lot of Kickstarters that don't actually end up finishing, and people don't get the games. So it is important that it did get released, and that's great. I think we have about 3 more minutes, so I'm going to ask one more question before we do our countdown. 一応カウントダウンっていう形取るとは思うんですけれども、まだ3分ありますんで、あと2分以内にちょっと短い感じで回答していただきたいと思いますけれども、今マイティナンバー9の中で一番気に入っているところとは何でしょうか？
気に入ってるところ。
はい。
いや基本的にマイティのやっぱりダッシュして吸収するっていうシステムが一番気に入ってる部分なんで、あれをやっぱ気持ちよくプレイしてほしいなってみんなにね。やっぱり俺が作ってたメガマンとは大きくそこが違うし、それでいい悪いっていう風に 出る部分あるかもしれないけど、これはやっぱりゲーム性っていうのがすごく好きなんで、その部分を楽しんでほしいなっていう。
So I asked him, we only have a couple minutes left, unfortunately, until our countdown, so I had to ask him a quick question, and I asked him, what is the thing he's most proud of this game, or rather he likes of this game, and from his perspective, it's the dash feature. It really allows for a lot of intense, are you going to fall, are you not going to fall, timing and distance sort of gameplay that is very unique to this title. So of this game, this is one of the things that he finds to be very interesting and really wants people to really be able to master this piece of the gameplay. To be able to dash right as you're about to fall off. I think Mighty-san did it several times, and then catch yourself and just have that, oh man, I just barely made it sort of moment. So fantastic. To hear from the creator's mouth, and we're going to talk to him a lot more. We're actually going to have, after we do the countdown, a post-mortem section where he tells us about what went wrong and what went right. And yes, I know this is Twitch, so I expect to have lots of different funny in-game jokes, or rather funny gags, but if you can,
30 seconds.
30 seconds, if you can, at least let's reflect and celebrate on what we've been able to do and what we didn't do. So 30 seconds left.
20 seconds.
Nick, 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20秒, 20秒. 20 seconds. Pizza DLC. I would love that. That'd be fantastic.
10,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. High five. High five. All right, high five. There we go. Wow, their hands are very sweaty. You think they're on like Tribunal or something like this. Fantastic. Thank you again, everybody, for being a part of this. Even though it didn't necessarily end perfectly, you all took the ride with us. And it was an event. Again, at the end of the day, this would not be around if it wasn't for everybody. And I'm going to comment on this. I'm going to let Inafune-san also answer as well. But the point is this. This sort of content wasn't being released by other companies, and you helped it happen. I personally have played many games that Inafune-san has made in his years. I still remember when I played a certain, maybe starts with M game, maybe had a 2 after it. I know it had lots of fantastic bosses in it. And it made my childhood. It was a fantastic game, and so at the end of the day, I owe him. I owe him a lot of fantastic memories growing up, and that's one of the reasons why I do what I do as a video game agent, because I love these Japanese creators and all the fun that they have helped me have. So we can look at this negatively, we can look at this positively, but at the end of the day, giving him this opportunity and continuing to support the creators that have given us a lot of happiness. I think that's a noble gesture. 一応ですね、私も子供の時にですね、ちょっといろいろ一人ぼっちの時期がすごい長くて、その間犬船様が作ってくださったタイトルはいろいろね、やらせてもらって、おかげさまで本当に本来きっと寂しかった、少年時代がちょっと楽しくなったりしましたので、本当に犬船様はなんていうのかな。いろんなタイトルを作ってくださったし、それはベンにとっては個人的にですね、いい思い出が非常に多かったので、このキックスターターキャンペーンに関して結果っていうよりはこんだけいい思い出をさせてくださったクリエイターをサポートするっていう意味合いでは、それがちゃんとそういうチャンスがあってサポートできたのは何より嬉しいことだと思いますので、それ皆様にやっぱり分かってほしいし、こうやって自分の好きなクリエイターをサポートするっていうのはいいことだと思いますので、それに関してちょっとファンに対して 言いたいことがあればですね言っていただきたいと思いますけれども。
そうですね、やっぱファンっていうのはありがたいなと思いますね。やっぱり世界中でサイン会とか、はい、いろんなものやらせてもらってて、やっぱりすごいいろんな人がベンが今言ったように、はい、子供の頃からのヒーローですとか、はい、一番のメガマンのファンですとか、はい、稲穂さんのゲームをずっと遊んできましたとか、はい、って言ってもらって、やっぱりゲームクリエイトするってすごく辛いことが多いですよね。はい、今回もやっぱ遅れることによって、はい、やっぱりこう責められるって当たり前のことなんだけど、それも辛いし、はい、やっぱり大きな会社で作ってたら大きな会社で作ってるで、はい、まあ辛いことがいっぱいあるっていう、はい、で辛いこといっぱいある中でやっぱファンのそういう優しい声を支えにやっぱり頑張ってる部分があって、やっぱりどんだけひどく言われても、やっぱり実際に会ったファンの人から優しい言葉、まあ、今回もそうでしたけど、やっぱ遅れて申し訳ないって言った時に直接会った人が「いやいいんです」と、はい、ちゃんとマイティを発売してくれさえすれば僕は満足して、いつまででも待ってますって言ってくれる人もやっぱりいっぱいいて、はい、もっと頑張らなきゃっていう気持ちになったので、ファンはありがたいこと。はい。
I could not agree with him more. When I was a producer and I experienced many of the same emotions as what he's saying. You know, there's lots of fans around the world, and when he would do a signing or he would go to an event, having people come up to him and say thank you for all the games that you've made in the past, because he has a fantastic legacy. There's not a lot of Japanese creators that have as many million unit selling titles under their belt as Inafune-san does. And there are some that work out and some that don't work out, but it's the fans at the end of the day that you feel the most accountable to, and absolutely terrible as a creator when you can't make the best game in the shortest amount of time. But there's a wide variety of different people and fans out there, and there are going to be some that will be salty and angry, and that's totally fair. But there's also some that are going to be very supportive. And there's been many fans that have come up to him, and of course he apologizes and says, I'm very sorry for the delay. But they come back and say, that's all right, so long as you get the game out the door, it will be forgiven. So game development's a huge challenge. It's emotionally trying. Obviously, Nick is eating potato chips and sacrificing his health to get the game out the door. But it's the kindness, it's the supportive comments that really keep people going, because at the end of the day, we're just people, and we just want to make a good game. So it's that sort of kindness that he appreciates. And I know when I made a game before as well, and I would go home and cry myself to sleep because it was so mentally just destroying me. Having those sort of comments were great. But, you know, we don't want to sugarcoat it. We understand what the reality is. And yes, the multiple $4 million comments, which constantly pop into my eyes, we definitely understand that. So I want to talk about some of the things that didn't go right. They don't do this in Japan, but we're going to try and do it here and see what Inafune-san can say. ですね、まあちょっとなんていうのかな、今ゲームが出てすごいやっとリリースできたっていうちょっと気分だと思うんですけれども、ただ今回Kickstarterということでやっぱりなんていうかな、春終わっていろいろ喋っていただきたいなと思いますので、うまくいかなかったことも当然今回いっぱいあって、まあ学んだことっていうか反省点といいますかあったと思うんですけれども、一番反省してはるところで言いますと何でしょうか。
そうですね、反省と言い訳とちょっと微妙なところにあるんで、はい、難しいところではあるんだけど、やっぱり4ミリオンを集めて、はい、実際にはこれはっきり言っときたいことで言うと4ミリオンを丸々開発に使えるわけではなくて、はい、もう下手したら半分しか使えないって、6割に満たない金額が開発に充てられる金額で、それ以外は要はリワードであったりとかいろんなところに飛んでいくっていうところがあって、はい、でそれを考えれればよかったんだけど、はい、実際には、4ミリオン近く使えるんじゃないかなっていう錯覚のもと、ある意味、そのハードを増やしすぎた。ことっていうのがやっぱり最終的にはやっぱり大きな足かせになったかなっていうふうに、やっぱりゲーム作る のにかかる金額プラス移植する金額っていうところがの見積もりが甘くて、
はい、
で移植するものがもう山ほどあって、で、言うと各国のリージョンに対してかける、ヨーロッパ、日本のアジアね、でアメリカ、まあ3つで言ってるけど本当は実際もっと
ですね。
やけど、それかけるそういう部分があったりとかして、結局そういう見積もりの甘さによって時間とお金と全てがそこでロスしてしまうっていう結果が生まれたんで、やっぱりマルチプラットフォームっていうのはカプコン時代でも2つとか3つとかはやったことあるけど8、9っていうのはやったことなかったんで、まあ、無茶なことをしてしまった。要はカプコンのようにお金がある会社でも難しいものをその中でお金足りないからって言って再度っていうふうにもやっぱりなかなか難しかったんで。
はい。So yeah, we're going to go into the postmortem about things that didn't work. And Inafune-san said, you know, I want to word this in a way to explain some of the issues that come with trying to make a game of this size on multiple platforms, etc. But he's like, I'm kind of loath to say this because it's going to sound like an excuse, and I don't want to make any excuses. I own all the problems that came with this game, and if you want to hurl insults at me, it's totally my fault. I'm the key creator. I will own that responsibility. When you do the Kickstarter campaign, a lot of people don't realize this. They see the big number. We talked about this before, but they see a number like 4 million and they expect that's the actual budget. And on every single website and every single user forum, that was the number that people would say. Heck, people are having a little fun with us and mentioning it here on the chat as well. And the reality is not. It's about 60% of that. He said, in my many years at Capcom, I've worked on a ton of different titles, and Capcom was known for their multi-platform strategy. But never did they ever do 10 SKUs all at the same time. 10 different versions all for one title. And traditionally, and this is true, I know we worked with a lot of different porting houses. Usually you have the base game, and then you will work on the port after the base game is done. In this case, it was a do the base game and do all the ports all at the same time. And it ended up being a huge amount of work, more than they actually estimated. So definitely, when they looked at the project, they were wrong about a lot of things. They underestimated how much work, time, money, etc. was going to be necessary. And all of those things create a huge amount of pressure. So he said, at the end of the day, when you look at a Kickstarter campaign, don't look at the final number. Imagine that being about 60%. But also understand that in order to get more money, not more money, in order to increase the content in a wide variety of ways, stretch goals are going to be largely based around new platforms, etc. And you really need to be able to estimate the amount of financial burden that's going to occur on the project. And even for someone like him who's worked on so many different games, it's a really hard thing to estimate. So it's just something to keep in mind in the future with Kickstarters. I do want to ask him a question, something that I've thought about that I do appreciate about Kickstarters, and that is, it's very hard for independent creators to own their IP. It's very hard. This is one of the things that allows them to do that. So now that he has the IP, obviously wanting to use that in a wide variety of different ways, I'm seeing people mention a lot of the games that he's worked on. Inafune-san was the sort of person that would work on movies, anime. He did this transmedia thing very well. But I've seen people hold that against him, I think, on this project. So I'm very curious about what he's thinking about that. 一応ですね、先ほど言わせてもらったのは、Kickstarter の、難点っていうか、難しいところいっぱいあるというのは、あるとは思うんですけれども、一ついいところとしては、IP はちゃんと持てるっていうことですよね。なかなか独立しているスタジオが IP を持つチャンスはないですよね。
そうやね。
で、稲船様は、どちらかというと、クリエイターとしてはアニメとか、おもちゃとかそういう、コンテンツの展開 とてもうまい方っていうのは、前、一緒に仕事してた時は感じてたんですけれども、今回一つですね、ユーザーのコメント、掲示板で見た中で、なんでこんなにいろんなコンテンツ展開勝手にしてるんですか、なんでゲームにフォーカスしないのかっていうツッコミはあったと思うんですけれども、おそらくちょっと勘違いしてる面があるかなと思いますが、それに関してちょっと一言はいただきたいと思います。
そうですね。ゲームにフォーカスはもう 100% してですね、はい、やって実際には3年間かかったんだけど、ゲーム自体、コンセプトがしっかりとゲームとして関わって俺が魂を注ぐのは2年で終わってる。でこの1年間何してたかっていうと、もうプログラムをもう徹底的に移植作業と、それをバグを取るっていう、そこに対しては俺は何もできない状況の中で、要は次の展開を考えるっていう、やっぱりマイティをよりもっともっと人気のあるものに持っていくっていうことにフォーカスをするしかない。俺はプログラマーではないので
ですね。
そう考えたらそこでアニメの展開であったりとか、実写版の展開であったりとか、あとレッドアッシュの新しい作品を立ち上げるであったりとか、だからレッドアッシュを立ち上げようとした時も言われた、なぜアップしてないのにって言われたけど、俺の仕事としてはアップしてる、だから次のことを考えないと、待っててもやっぱりユーザーに次待たせることになるんで、次のマイティの展開も新しいことも、あとマイティを広げることもやっていかなきゃいけないっていう、だからそこはずっと3年間なら3年間ゲーム作ってたように思ってるかもしれないけど、ゲームはもう2年で終わってるし、4億円もらったら4億円があると思ってるのも、もう一個言うけど、もう6割しかなくって、あとはこういう T シャツとか、みんなに配るためのアートブックのお金とか、そういうのに全部飛んでいってるんで、やっぱりそういう意味ではなぜっていうところに対してやっぱり誤解を言う、それをやっぱりこう言い訳させてもらう機会がなかったんで、ここでちょっと言っとくと、そうですね、そういう部分で俺は常に 100% ゲームには力を入れてるんで、それで遅れてるわけじゃない、他のことやって遅れてるわけではない。
So yeah, as I mentioned, I've seen a lot of different comments that suggested that Inafune-san was only focused on being a businessman and taking the IP and making anime or manga or branching it off to a lot of different directions. And to your average everyday person, it's going to seem that way. But the reality is, during the game production, the key creative pieces really happen for the first 70%. And then beyond that, it's all about doing porting and bug testing. I promise you, Inafune-san's time is much better focused on taking this IP in new directions. Because, again, as I said, to be an independent studio and get a chance to own your own IP, it just doesn't happen. And it does bring in different opportunities, which is great. You want, I guarantee you, you want your independent creators and developers to have their IP. You want them to be able to take it in different directions. It gives you more choice as gamers. I 100% stand by this sentiment. Because at the end of the day, we all want more games. And so that's where he shifted his focus to, certainly being the president of the company and needing to think about not just his company on the terms of one game, but on multiple games. Obviously, there's Recore. One of the things that people are mentioning in the comments is what happened with Red Ash. Well, it was about that time that he was moving on to thinking about other titles, and that was a title that they really wanted to do. So there's just a natural timeline that occurs in which he focuses on that game, and he did 100% on MightyNo9. But then as it went into bug testing, and as it went into doing the porting phase, as the key creator, he needs to focus on other different opportunities, and that's what he was trying to do. Who knows what will happen with MightyNo9? I really hope, again, independent creators get more and more freedom and get the ability to make the games that they want to for themselves, not just necessarily for the man you want it to. But it's great to hear that sort of feedback. Hold on one second as I pull up another question here. ちょっと次のですね、コンセプトにとって次の展開っていうか、これから まあやっとの思いでゲームがリリースしたばかりだと思うんですけれども、次の展開っていうかこれから何していきたいですか。3ヶ月ぐらいどっかバカンス取って休みたいでしょうか。まあその気分はあるとは思うんですけれども。
いえいえ、もう休んでられないんで、ゲームを作るっていうことにやっていかなきゃいけないかなと思ってるんだけど、まあマイティ絡みで言うとやっぱりマイティの続編っていうのはやっぱり作りたいと思ってるし、それはやっぱりユーザーから受け入れられないといけないっていう前提があるけど、やっぱり自分たちの生み出した子供のような IP なんで、やっぱり自分たちで、もっともっと先に進めたいし、やっぱり今までの反省をした上でもっと早くとか、もっと面白いものであったりとか、っていうふうにしていきたいなということで、もう新しい構想っていうのは始めてるし、でそれを、皆さんにこう伝えることっていうのができる日が来るんじゃないかなっていうふうには思ってます。信じてます。
はい。So I've asked him what's next for Concept, and obviously the reality is this: game business is tough, and it's really tough. Tell me about it. I want to eat my pizza so bad. It's like just there. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. But you know, it's tough business. However, for better or for worse, MightyNo9, it's their child. They put a lot of time, love, energy into it, and they really want to take it in the most directions as possible. And the reality is this: it's hard to knock it out of the park on your first time. So learning from what worked, what didn't work. Obviously, I don't think they're going to do 10 different SKUs in the future, and thinking about what sort of network modes, etc., are going to be in the game is another thing that they need to consider. It's going to be what's going to be best for the game, what's going to be something that will make it better, and your feedback here is going to be fantastic for doing that. So that's obviously something in the near future that they're going to be focused on. I think we've talked a lot about some of the things that didn't work out, some of the things that did work out. And obviously, you as the backers, or even not as a backer, just as somebody who's playing the game casually, can feel free to reach out and talk to Concept and see what's working and isn't working. But I want to see if we can't jump to a little gameplay from here on out. Hold on one second.
10 minutes. Go ahead. He has a meeting after that.
Okay. So we've got Infinus on for 10 more minutes. If that's the case, what I'd like to do is open this up to questions. Now I know it's going to be really hard. This is Twitch. People are going to want to throw out a lot of salty comments and jokes. If possible, though, we'd like to get real questions. Sure, there's going to be some frustration, there's going to be some great things. But since we've got Infinus on for the next 10 minutes, ask your questions. I will have Nick, who's off screen right now. He will tell me the questions. So Nick, you're staring at the screen. Real questions. Give us real questions. Gunlord, I did not see your question. Ask it again.
There's no question right now.
By the way, salty is not a question. It is an adjective.
There's no question.
3DS release date, is that a question we're not supposed to answer?
We don't know yet.
Okay. Fantastic. Still looking into it.
What's next concept?
We already asked. When will I eat my pizza? Hopefully soon. Can we get a Soul Sacrifice 2?
Ask Sony.
Ask Sony. All right. Wow, man.
God, it's fast. Sequel? Any idea for sequel?
続編は作る予定ですか？
今言ったよね。
はい。
続編作りたいと思ってるし、やっぱりまだまだやりたいことっていうのがいっぱいあるんで、ぜひやっぱ自分のコンテンツなんで、これが他の会社のやつだったら続編作りたいっていうのはクリエイター側から言えない。やっぱりその会社の決定でないと言えないけど、これは自分たちのコンテンツなんで、お金さえあれば作れるんで、作りたいと思ってる。
はい。
Will there be patches if there's a serious problem? Yes, of course.
Nick, you can't answer for Infinison. He's got to answer.
Well,
but the answer is yes. Will there be patches? Yes, of course. they will continue to try and make sure the game plays as well as it can as far as bug issues or whatever. So
is there any expansions to the IP?
拡張的なコンテンツありますか今のマイティナマ9に関して。
レイの DLC 以外で
はい、
っていうのは、今のところは予定はしてませんけど、
はい、
やっぱり自分たちが作れる余裕ができてくればそれは可能性としてはあるかなと。
So there's not any additional DLC beyond the Ray DLC. The reality is they put everything into making this game. They didn't try to microtransaction it out. They didn't try to DLC it out for extra money. They put it all in. So for now, this is what you see and what you get for the Mighty No. 9 world. But again, we can hope that if things go well, there'll be sequels. Because I'll tell you what, I'm not getting my 2D side-scrolling fill. And at the end of the day, even if it's not perfect, it's better than nothing. At least that's my opinion.
Is there any possibility for Smash Bros? Mighty No. 9 into Smash?
スマブラにマイティは出るでしょうかと。
マイティが大ヒットすれば任天堂からオファーが来るんじゃないかなって。
He said, if Mighty No. 9 becomes a mega hit, then hopefully Nintendo will come knocking on his door and suggest having Mighty No. 9 in Smash Brothers. That would in fact be very cool, for sure. Only have about 5 minutes left. Last remaining questions. Again, appreciate less salty comments and actual real-world questions. Let's not spoil it for the other kids.
Will there be more playable characters? That's kind of a sequel question, I guess. But you can ask that.
他に操作できるキャラはもう出ないんですよね。じゃあ。
そうだね。やっぱりどのキャラクターに人気が出るかとかっていうのはやっぱりこのプレイしてもらって確認したいなとかって思ってたりするんでね。
はい。
もしかするとそういうのを参考にして次ではできるのがあるかもしれない。
Currently, right now, no. Again, what you see is what you get, but it's a very iterative process, and we'll see how people play, what part of the game modes are working, what is not working, and then potentially building out new characters or something like that in the future could be possible. But again, we'll have to take a look.
Somebody asked, can I get a job at Concept, I think.
コンセプトで仕事っていうか雇ってくれますかという質問ありました。
優秀だったら雇います。
If you're very talented, yes, we're all the Concept is always looking for talented people.
あと日本語が話せるかい。
Yes.
I saw some questions about Red Ash. Can we talk about that? Like what's going on with Red Ash? Is there anything you can say about Red Ash?
現時点でどうなってますかと言える範囲でいいです。He's making the smile like, I really didn't want that question, but we got it. So here you go, live streaming for you.
レッドアッシュはね、キックスターターとしては失敗したんで、自分たちの力でなんとかしなきゃいけないっていうところでは自分たちの力でなんとか、楽しく作ってますよっていう。
Sorry, I just had a pizza gasm. Ultimately, Inafune-san said, listen, the reality is the Kickstarter campaign didn't work out, as you know. And so ultimately, we're going to have to see what we can do on this end to make the game. It's never easy, and sometimes you have to cut things. My assumption is it's still going to be a good game, but it's the game, one of the games that they really want to make. So I really hope things work out. Last one or two questions?
I see a person keep asking about Mighty No. 9, the TV show. I'm not sure which one he's referring to.
Mighty No. 9のテレビ番組に関して何か一コメントいただけますか？どんなバージョンなのかわからないんですけれども、適当でいいです。
まあテレビバージョンってアニメのことだよね。
We're assuming that the television question is about the anime version TV show. はい。だとしたら、
一応はなんていうかな、こう作っていく段階のところの話はしてます。あとはマイティがもっと盛り上がってくれればその作るのが加速するかなと。
People, the reality is that a lot of people are not going to throw money into a project unless it's successful, and so ultimately we'll have to see where Mighty No. 9 ends up in the great big scheme of things. But they're having discussions about the anime and what direction it may go in. So hopes are that MightyNo9 will be a success, and that will allow future content, story, building out that world. Obviously, games are not built in a day, neither are their worlds. So that will be very interesting, and hopefully it will indeed work out.
でも最後に言うと、本当ユーザーと一緒に作ってきた、お金も出してもらって、はい、っていうことで、それはずっとコミュニティもずっと続けてきて、はい、それは確かじゃんか。で最終的にも約束をちょっとディレイはしたけど、出せてない言うとキックスターターのゲーム多い中で出せたっていう、やっぱりファンがいかに支えてくれるかによって成り立っていくもんなんで、これは続編の話もそうだし、アニメの話も映画の話も、マイティの今後に関しても俺に聞くよりも、実際にはユーザーがそれを決めれる立場にあるんだっていうのを認識してもらいたいなと思う。ユーザーが応援してくれなければやっぱりそれはなくなるし、応援してくれればどんどんいいものにできると思ってるんで、ぜひやっぱりもう自分の子供のように思っているこの作品をユーザーと共にもっと大きなものにしていきたいなと思ってます。はい。
So yeah, his last thing that he wants to say before moving on, and he does have to go. It's nice to have his time here. Is that at the end of the day, certainly now, if not ever, end users, gamers, consumers are empowered. You will determine whether a game like this survives or doesn't survive. At the end of the day, it was the backers that helped make this a reality. It may be a first step, it may be a last step. People may not have met their expectations. They may be willing to give Inafune-san a second shot. I know I'm the sort of person that would. He's given me too many great moments not to. But at the end of the day, he got the game out, albeit with a few delays. There's a lot of Kickstarter games that don't actually get achieved. But it will be ultimately up to you and the consumers whether this is worth something they reiterate on, whether this is worth something they end up polishing, improving, and moving forward with. You have the ultimate say, and that includes future sequels, that includes anime, etc. So it's in everyone's hands, and I guess the rest is going to be written in history. I think we're out of time with Inafune-san, so I'm going to ask him for one last thing. まあ一応最後ですけど、最後に一言簡単なもう時間だと思うんですけれども。
そうですね。本当に応援してくれた人ありがとうございます。で今後もですね応援続けていただけるとありがたいなと思うんで、本当にバッカーおよびバッカーでなくてもこう応援してくれてる人たちの気持ちを受け取ってゲームっていうのを作っていくんで、ぜひ応援を今後もよろしくお願いします。
Again, apologies for the things that didn't work out, but heartfelt thank you to everyone for all their support. Without you, it wouldn't have been possible. Really hope that, again, this is our baby. We love it no matter what. We really hope that there'll be support in the future from everyone, but you'll have that ultimate say. Thank you very much, everyone. Goodbye from Inafune-san. じゃあまたよろしくお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます。
大変お疲れ様でした。
Thank you.
Okay. Hi. All right, Nick, get back here.
All right.
Get back here. I'm tired of talking. This pizza is like teasing me. I'm about to have a David Hasselhoff like pizza moment where I'm just like, brah, like that on the screen.
I don't even know what you're talking about, and I don't even understand what you just said.
It's pop culture, buddy. It's pop culture here. Okay. So, who are we gonna call? Who are we gonna call? Get that short drink of water over there with the red shirt. Get my little
the red shirt. The red shirt. That means
Komaki-san.
Komaki-san.
Komaki-san, いらっしゃいませ。
あ、向こう。じゃあ、ごめんなさい。マイク。後ろで、そこでインカメラなんで。
We're gonna put the mic on Komaki-san, one of the character artists. And the characters are friggin' cool. Komaki-san also, I think, did a little work on Recore and did a lot of, I think, some of the stuff on Mega Man Legends, but I can't talk about that.
Soul Sacrifice?
Soul Sacrifice as well. Just I've been drinking with this man, incredibly nice human being, just wants to make the best game possible. And so let's talk to him about the characters, since we have him. We're doing this for another 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, well, 25 minutes.
25 minutes, and then it is eat all the pizza by myself. お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様です。
やっと出ましたね。
やっとですね。
めっちゃかっこいい T シャツじゃないですか。
ありがとうございます。
ちょっとサイズは小さいと思うん
そうだ
ですけれども。
ね。ベンよりかはちょっとちっちゃいけど。
ですよね。私のお腹
なかなか今日は
ね。
全く
ツインズですよね。はい。まあマイティナンバー9の中でどういう、仕事をしてきたのか、
はい、
あとちょっとなんていうのかな、思い残しの部分と、また自慢に思っている部分に関しては教えていただきたいと思います。
はい。とですね、僕は、まずアートディレクターとして、
はい、
担当参加させていただいた上で、オフィシャルイラストも、描かせていただきました。
キャラデザイン
も、ちょこっとだけやってますけども、主にキャラクターデザインはキモキモさんとか。
わかりました。So, art director Komaki-san, the overall art style, etc. Kimo Kimo, another designer in game. He actually did the characters.
He's taking pictures right now.
Kimo Kimo is taking pictures of us because we're obviously related. We have the red shirt. He's got the smaller red shirt. The beer is forcing me to have the bigger red shirt. When you get to be in your 40s, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. But pizza will still be just as delicious and more evil. I've asked him what he's proud of and anything that he feels that he could have done better. So let's get that answer from him. どうぞ。思い残しとまた自慢に思っているところを教えてください。一個ずつ。
思い残しはね、それはいろいろあるんだけど、まあでも本当にチャレンジしたいことっていっぱいあって、
はい。
そうだね、もうどこから言ったらいいのかな。まあでも本当になんだろう、もっともっといろんなキャラクター入れたかったってところもあるし、
はい。
もっといっぱい描きたかったなっていうところもあるんで、それまずきチャンスがあればね、またもっと描きたいなって思うし、まあ自慢というかこれはやれたかなって思うのは、まあ一応マイティナンバー9をこう表現する上でなんだろう、必要なクオリティのアートを作れたかなとは思ってます。でもここはもう本当に、もっともっとやんなきゃって思うところと、本当にやれたって思った瞬間にもっともっとやんなきゃって思うところなんで、そこはもう常にその2つがこう自分の中でぶつかってる感じです。
Sometimes I think I'm a genius because I asked the question just long enough for me to scarf down the pizza.
You timed that really nicely.
Yes.
And you're like, after eating pizza, you to my side's like, everything is on my pants.
That's right.
Now.
That's all right. You're the producer. The producer gets all the pizza crumbs and none of the pizza. I've been there. Nice. I know your pain. Right. Basically, he said, as an artist, you're very passionate about the base world that you start to create, and so you want to make more characters, and you want the game to have more enemies and just more and more and more. But obviously, we didn't want to have any longer delay due to having additional content. So, at the end of the day, we got it done. He said, being able to within the confines of what you're working with, and in this case, I'm going to assume that's across the board, the different hardware and the specs that you're working with, to be able to realize a world, to be able to create something from ground up like this. He's proud that they were able to do that. It's not always easy to make something from nothing. And so being able to do that, get it out the door, that's something he's very proud of. So, Nick, you've now worked with Komaki-san for a long time.
Right.
Were there any behind-the-door producer and art director just like this, where you're like, I must have this illustration. I must have it for this game cover. And he's like, I've got a family. I can't stay up for 48 hours. Did any of that happen? I want to know. So I can finish my pizza
there was
crust.
one point. Well, something that is similar to what you said. There's one point that he is drawing each Mighty numbers, original art for each Mighty number, and he started from Mighty number 1, and that took, I think, more than a month. And I was like, we made the schedule, saying by this day we'll get my number 1 out and my number 2 out by this day, and he was way past that.
Right.
But I knew the reason he passed it because he wanted to make that first one perfect.
Yep.
Because the first one kind of sets the standard for the rest of the series to come, right?
That's right.
So he spent that much time on it. I was like, oh my God, we're so over the deadline, and I can't even say anything to him because I know he wants to get that nice and beautiful. So that was my, sort of like the hard time for me to say, it's time.
Right.
We have to end this. Can I have the picture now? That was the hardest thing for me to say to him.
So I'm obviously bilingual, and you've heard now the English side. Now I'm going to ask Komaki-san in Japanese what his opinion is, and see if he's going to be a nice Japanese man who doesn't disparage the producer like he should, whereas the producer just disparaged the art director. So, 一応ですね。ユウ様プロデューサーですよね。で、小牧様アートディレクターですよね。ゲーム作りの中でちょっとなんていう摩擦が起こるところの中で、プロデューサーがこういうアートを早く作りなさいって言って、アートディレクターはもうクオリティ高いもの作りたいんで、そんな無理だっていうのをいろいろ揉めたりするとは思うんですけれども、ここだけの話ね、2人だけの話として、ユウ様がこんなことをやらせようとして無理だったっていうちょっと問題があったようなシーンがあったらですね、それ今教えていただきたいと思いますけれども。
基本的にはね、彼は僕のこのアート描く時間を、すごく尊重してくれてました。でも1個だけ。はい、1個だけ。こ
れもね、はい。新しいプロデューサーとしてこういうのは、はい、考えるべきだ。教えてください。
そうですね。まずコールのコンテストがあったんですよね。
はい。根に持ってるネタですね。
そうですね。これちょっとだいぶねこれ言い訳させてもらうと、僕が不利な状態からスタートだったんですよ。夏目さんのね、コールちゃんっていうのはものすごく強力な相手でしたね。もうこういうなんとか勝たなきゃいけないんだけど、プロデューサーから呼ばれて「小牧さん分かってますよね」と「コンセプトメンバーがこれ上位に食い込まなかったらシャレなんないですよ」と脅されてですね「分かってるよ」と。
ただ作る時間が比較的に少なかったわけですよね。
そうですね。僕はスタート遅れてますからね。なんとかして夏目さんに追いつかないといけない。
全然プロデューサー守ってくださってないじゃないですか。
分かってますよねっていうことだけを言われてですね。必死で頑張ったんですけど、ずっと言ってくるんですよ。
しつこいぐらい。
仕事で一緒になるたびに、ちょっと夏目さんのやつまた新しい絵が来たんですけど、やばいですよと。ちょっとこれやばいしませんよって何回も言われてですね。
ブチ切れそうですよね。私ならブチ切れたと思いますけれども。
そんな必死で書いたんですけど、稲尾根さんからもちょっとプレッシャーを与えられてですね。ここだけの話です。
もうね。
言っていいんですかね。
ひどいですよ。それはもう言いましょうね。言いましょう。
稲尾さんが僕の席に来てですね。お前また仕上げてんちゃうんと。ずるいよなフィニッシュするのはってこう言われてですね、ちょっとさすがに僕はちょっとビビってしまって、どうしようかなと思ってちょっとねちょっと仕上げにちょっとブレーキがかかってしまってちょっとねスピードが下がってしまったけど最後はこれでもちょっと自分の持ち足を出さないとこれいけないなと思って「稲荷さんすいません」と「僕はもう仕上げます」と多分稲荷さんは楽だけど僕は仕上げて勝ちますというところで。上司を裏切ってやったんですけど、もう本当に最後ね接戦でギリギリ3位に入れて本当に良かったんですけど。
良かったですね。
本当に良かったんですけど。
ちょっとそれでしたらアートディレクターとしては降りてもらわなあかんかもからですね。
やばかったですね。はい。3位になれなかった本当やばかったと。
So again, this is off the record. Don't let Nick know about this. Just between us, streaming people. Apparently, during the call contest, Natsume-san, the artist over at Inti Creates, had extra time to put his version together, or at least so Komaki-san says. Excuse me. Well, that pizza Tastes good coming back up, doesn't it? Ultimately, Komaki-san said that when he was doing the character design, Nick came in and was like, "Are you not done? Are you not done? Is this the best that you can do?" He said, "Ultimately, you better make a version that at least finishes in the top 3, because if not, and you're the art director, that's a major problem for me." What a jerky producer thing to say. But again, just don't tell him. This is just us talking here.
Jesus, the warning.
And apparently, he's like, that would have been okay, but then Inafune-san also came in and said, you are the representative for Concept here in this contest, and we expect you to do big things. So ultimately, he said, with both the producer and with Inafune-san putting pressure on him, it made him very nervous and sort of slow down and be very afraid to actually release his version. But at the end of the day, when we did the voting at the call contest, he ended up getting the third. Yes, third place, and he had to finish within the top 3, so he still has a job, I guess. 大変でしたね。本当に。I swear, this world needs nicer producers to be very supportive of their art team. But again, let's just not tell Nick that. He's a new producer himself. Anyways, I think we need to move on and get another guest in here. Sure. あまり時間ないので、ちょっとこの辺に終わりしたいと思いますので、またお疲れ様でした。ありがとうございました。ません。はい、どうも。
So in my defense.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Shouldn't you be eating pizza or something? Or like barking orders at people? Poor Japanese men trying to do the best they can?
That man has like 18 years in the industry.
Yeah.
Me, only 5.
You have like 18
years ago.
You have 18 years in your life. No, he's not 18 years old. Anyways. はい。次のゲストね。誰にしましょうか? Who should we order up here? I see a...
Character design.
We've already did... Kimo Kimo?
Kimo Kimoさんがいいんじゃないですか?
Well, we already talked about the characters, though. I want to talk about... Let's get that Josh guy up here. He speaks English. Josh, get up here, real quick. You can say something stupid, then you can go. It better be really stupid, though. We need a few laughs. You know what I'm saying? We need a few laughs. We've had enough salt. The salt is making my cholesterol increase. So, Josh, who are you? And what are you doing? Other than now I'm surrounded by the blue t-shirts. This
blue
sucks.
Team. This is
blue
better.
Team sucks, man.
Blue team.
All right, Josh. Tell me, what do you do at Concept? And what was this like?
So I'm the newest member. I came in at the very tail end.
Okay.
So I came in about a year ago exactly, almost.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And, it's been... I don't get to do the fun parts. All the game was already done at that point, so...
What are you talking... I saw you communicating with Humble Bundle. You were getting the codes out.
Yes. I'm the one that got all the codes to all of you.
You're the Star Wars guy that fires the torpedo and destroys the Death Star.
That's not fun, though.
That's... Yeah, okay, but...
It's still fun flying the X-Wing.
People have their codes now because of you.
Yes.
Because of you. Josh the Code Man. Fantastic. But I will say this, Concept is not a huge team, and to be a foreigner working in Japan and be able to work at a developer, is that exciting?
Yeah, of course.
You've obviously interacted with Inafune-san. I obviously, when I worked at Capcom, learned a lot from him. Have you learned anything from him? Did he part with any morsels or something which made you say, wow, I'm so fortunate to be able to work with this creator?
Oh, pretty much every meeting, honestly. Like, he's very...
Wow.
On hands, but off hands at the same time. Whenever you go into like a meeting and you show him a piece of art or whatever for any of the games, ReCore or Red Ash or anything, he always comes up with something good that nobody else has realized.
Okay.
Every single time. There's always something that I'm like, oh wow, I can't believe he came up with that.
Is he trying to get a bump in salary or something like that?
No, it's
a little bit. You better watch out. Maybe he's going after your job.
We just released the game. We're gonna see the sales and stuff. Maybe
if the sales are bad, then are you out and he's in?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe you'll be doing the keys.
Like an unpaid intern here.
No, but it's great that you could join this team. So, I assume that you also look at all the different websites and you're seeing that feedback and stuff like that. We did the postmortem. We allowed Inafune-san to answer, about technically some painful things. Obviously, it's not fun to be able to go through all this. Question: having read that different feedback, how does it feel? Does it hurt? Is it like, oh well, I need to shrug it off? Are there lessons to be learned? What's it like?
You shrug it off.
You shrug it off.
You shrug it off, honestly. Like, I mean, there's certain things that you want to learn from it, especially like the Kickstarter stuff, but you really do see that people get caught up in the negative hype or the negative press and stuff.
It's easy to be negative.
It's
easy
the
to say a
route.
negative meme over and
Yeah.
over again. Sure.
Yeah.
And I know when I did again Bionic Commando, there was a period of like a year where I literally developed kind of a phobia, like go to like NeoGAF or go to Kotaku or anything, because just, man, people can be mean.
Yeah.
They can be really mean.
It's a weird, like, almost like a cognitive dissonance. Like, you see a lot of people bring up the $4 million or whatever, and they'll compare it to some smaller indie developer who's, for example, working on his own to make one game.
Yep.
And it never makes sense to me. Like, I mean, MightyFinale is not trying to get everybody here to live off of ramen and, live under the poverty line so they can make a game. He's paying salaries to veteran creators.
You have a problem with ramen.
Well, you know what I mean. You know
I
what
don't
I mean.
know. I don't know about this.
Good ramen.
Don't go there.
It's part of the culture, right?
Not the ramen part.
Sorry, I obviously want to keep talking about food. Anyways, we want to go to another guest, but I wanted to get the foreigner that's working here, and obviously you'll be looking at the different feedback. What do you mean? You already had your say, and you were insulting and hurting the different artists out there. So no.
I'm a foreigner.
Yeah, well, barely, I guess. You probably eat squid on your pizza. We're gonna get one more person in here.
Before we do that, I saw some comments about the Raid DLC and the Retro Hero DLC is getting mixed up or something. We'll look into that. Thank you for the comments.
This is a constant process. You're gonna be looking at anything that's not working out, and you'll be fixing it, right? That's what modern games are, right?
Honestly, I mean, the comments are going really fast. It's hard to keep up with them, but I see some people, few people posting the same comment over and over. So we're looking into that. Thank you, guys.
Fantastic. All right, thank you very much, Josh.
No problem.
I wish you well.
Who's next?
So wait, I think we should probably get Aizu-san back in here to close this out, right? Because we have about 10 minutes left until the stream is over. Man, it is hot in here. Japanese people do not believe in air conditioning, and I am a very hairy white dude.
24 degrees.
I need 22 or I'm not frosty. And that was some hot pizza, hot salty pizza.
Such a drama queen.
I know.
All right.
あと、会津様。
ちょっと
最後の10分で会津様戻っていただきたいと思いますけれども。I promised that this was a Twitch stream, and so just having a bunch of people talk would be boring. So I'm going to see if I can't convince Aizu-san to play a game. He's apparently the worst of all the higher level guys here. I heard that Infinite-san beat him in an online challenge. So I guess we're going to see what's going to happen, if he's gotten any better or not. Here we go. I've been living in Japan for 14 years. And when you're hairy like this, trust me, 24C does not cut it. じゃあ、最後ですけれども、アイス様にゲームプレイしてほしいんですよ。
はい、私ですか？
はい。
ゲームプレイ、じゃあゲームプレイに切り替えないとダメだ。
はい。So we're gonna switch Aizu-san to the gameplay screen, and ultimately, I think we're gonna have him played on the hardest mode and see what happens.
The Maniac?
Yeah, honestly, I wanted to discuss sound design, but our sound designers are not here. I would have loved to talk about music because I love 2D side-scrolling game music. Hint, hint. じゃあ、一番難しいステージと一番難しい難易度設定でお願いしたいと思います。
マジですか？
マジです。はい。The hardest stage and the hardest difficulty.
Number 7のステージでマニアックモードで。
So, number 7 stage and maniac mode. This should be fun. Any bets for how long it's going to take him to die? 1 minute? Do I have 1 minute? Do I have 2 minutes?
これ日本語か。
日本語、そうなんです。日本語。
The buttons in English games and Japanese games are opposite, so he keeps pressing the cancel button, not the confirm button again.
人。あ、おお、どれ？
出ちゃいましたね。
Oh, I hope there's not any top secret code on this.
どっち？こっちクリックしたらいい。
Are we seeing top secret code?
シフトボタン。
はい。
Is that Sid Meier's Civilization? That's a good game. You didn't see that. You didn't see
どれですか
that.
ね。
I love Sid Meier's Civilization.
From the right side we have MightyNo9, Dota 2, Grim Down, Steam VR,
StarCraft 2.
StarCraft 2.
Man, I would
Diablo
own
3.
you. I would pwn you with my Zergrush.
That's the only game
You
you
would
play.
cry. You would cry like a
We
little
have
child.
Total War, Warhammer, and Sid Meier's Civilization 5, and then Final Fantasy.
Here we go.
クリックシフト。
Oh, I love this live stream stuff. We get to see all the secret games that Japanese game developers play when they're not being watched. Here we go. The
池上
hardest.
じゃなくていいんですか、私。
あいつらが見たいんです。
Yeah.
あいつらが見たいんです。
Okay. I can confirm it's.
Yes, Terran there, Terran.
EX モード？
一番難しいのは
メインゲームに入っていただいて、で、
新しく始めないといけないですね。これだと。
でマニアック。
マニアック。
マニアック。All right. How long is he gonna survive? We will have to see.
コードってあった、すぐ飛ばせるんだっけ？
これ今初めてなので飛ばせないですね。
飛ばせないか。
そうです。
It's still Maniac. There we go.
No, the screen changed.
It'll zoom back up. It'll zoom back up. Gosh, I just saw this workout and you guys don't even know. Let's go. Come on. Here goes nothing. Zip. There we go. Let the camera. Oh, whoa. What is? Are you cheating?
No. That's the debug command he just pressed by accident. We're using the debug here.
There we go. Oh.
No, it's still in the debug mode.
There we go. There we go. Okay, finally. We now know how Aizu-san beats the Maniac mode. It's by cheating with the debug switch. Is the debug mode actually in all the games? There's actually a secret debug code? When I was a kid, 80 years ago, and we had to walk through the snow to get to school, having debug codes was what made them cool,
Well, I mean, this debug mode it makes you, untouchable and go through everything. So it's not even fun debug mode.
No, that can be
It's the
fun.
fastest way to go through the stage.
Watching him die. Oh, I see. He wants to beat the stage as quickly as possible. Oh, that's cute. Oh, 一応ダッシュできたじゃないですか。Wow, he did the dash and everything. Oh, 100%. Oh, combo 3つ。うわ、4つ。4 combo, 5 combo, 6 combo, 7 combo. Wow. Aizu-san, I'm seeing a different side of you. There we go. Well, he's not gonna raise my salary or anything like that. What are you talking about, bro? What you see is what you get. I just want this. You just died on the intro stage. Was that 1 minute? Was that a minute and a half?
That's less than a minute, I think.
一発で死ぬんですか？マニアック。
マニアックモードは。
In Maniac mode, you die in one
Maniac
hit?
mode, you die with one hit. Any kind of damage is instant death.
Okay. Wow.
Any kind of damage.
That's pretty harsh, man. But,
It is.
He's the company president. I think that if he can't beat this, then he should have to give up his mantle, the king crown, and give it to somebody else in the company.
I don't think anybody has beaten this stage, or I mean, in the Maniac mode of the game.
Oh, nice little slow motion effects. That was cool. Oh, wow. He just blew you up with a box. That was amazing. Okay, so one of the things I like about this is that it does have a really hard mode, and so people that are purists that can sit there and play through it, trying to beat this with one life throughout the whole game.
I mean,
you know there's going to be people
yes.
on Twitch or YouTube or whatever that are going to do this, so that's amazing.
That's pretty much why we put it in there. I mean, we
All right,
know.
ちょっとお疲れ様でした. All right, let's switch back to the... At least we had a good few Civilization 5 jokes in there, so that was good. No, 座ってください, 座ってください. So we have 3 minutes left before we're going to close the stream down. Comments from everybody around the table.
We're finally here.
Yep.
Thank you guys for waiting for this long, and we're sorry for the delays, but it's here. If you have the game, go play it. Let us know how you feel, good or bad. Let us know in the forum or Twitter or whatever. We will make sure that we use that comments or opinion thoughts to the next sequel or the next game or whatever we have to coming up next. So play the game. Let us know what you think, and thank you for waiting, guys. Thank you.
最後2、3分ぐらいありますけれども、会津様からの最後のさようならコメント。
はい。皆さん本当に長らく待たせましたけれども、ようやく皆さんに遊んでいただくことができるということで、非常に我々もすごく嬉しいです。今ちょっとマニアックモード見てもらいましたけど、すごくですね歯ごたえのあるゲームで、完成していると思いますので、ぜひぜひ皆さんダウンロードして遊んでいただければと思っております。
So he says, sorry for keeping you waiting for this long again. They tried to put their heart and soul into making this a good game. It's certainly, as you can see by him playing the Maniac mode and dying so quickly over and over and over again, that ultimately it's a game that's challenging and hopefully going to be fun for everyone to play it. So again, thank you very much. If this is your sort of thing, please download it and enjoy it. And Ben Judd, your de facto host with the most, who came in and did this flying by the seat of my pants. Sorry if it wasn't the most exciting stream ever. This is kind of the first time I've ever tried leading something like this. Again, at the end of the day, you ended up supporting a creator, somebody who has made a lot of different fantastic games in the past. And for me, he helped make some of my childhood a little bit brighter. So I'm not going to hold him to delays or imperfect games, because I know how tough games can be. But I am going to say that I do appreciate anybody that helped along the way and the real believers out there, because, again, you want to support your independent teams, and without it, we wouldn't get any sort of 2D side-scrolling games. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Hopefully you've gotten your codes now, you're playing it, and please send feedback over to Concept and into Creates. Have a good night.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
Thank you.
You will triumph because you are mighty, like the rush of a river, because I got a message that must be delivered. And here it is, yeah, we are mighty. 1,000 behind me that were tired of snakes and liars, misdirecting us to their desires. Mighty Morph, Mighty Mouse, Mighty Bomb Jack, Mighty Small, I invite them all to combat. Mighty, through the ups and the downs we are mighty, through the smiles and the frowns we are mighty. Come around, we astound with the sounds, because you can't keep a good kid down, we are mighty. Through the ups and the downs, we are mighty. Through the smiles and the frowns, we are mighty. Come around, we get down with the sound, because you can't keep a good kid down. Through the fire, the turmoil, the trouble, I've climbed to the highest of heights, came through the rubble, and I didn't have the slightest idea of who to run to. The situation die when you're living on the bubble, and I love you, but I must prosper. My prosperity and my proper. You monsters are not scaring me, because I'm mighty. A lion in the jungle, feel the fire and the rumble in my tummy. You never taking this from me, because I'm hungry, Jack. Pancake the landscape, running backs, hand off, I'm never coming back. Shake it off, it just seem like a wrecking ball. Any problem problem at all, I'm at your beck and call. Heavens fall when I shake it up. So unbelievably ill, I couldn't make it up. So remember the name is Mega Ram with concept. The bomb threat is real, then I'm just mighty. Through the ups and the downs, we are mighty. Through the smiles and the frowns, we are mighty. Come around, we astound with the sounds, but you can't keep a good kid down, we are mighty. Through the ups and the downs, we are mighty. Through the smiles and the frowns, we are mighty. Come around, we astound with the sounds, but you can't keep a good kid down, we are mighty. Mighty, through the ups and the downs, we are mighty. Through the smiles and the frowns, we are mighty. Come around, we astound with the sounds, cause you can't keep a good kid down, we are mighty. Through the ups and the downs, we are mighty. Through the smiles and the frowns, we are mighty. Come around, we astound with the sounds, cause you can't keep a good kid down, we are mighty.
My name is Michael Yeganyan, mighty number 13947, and I am mighty. Jeff Leon Sabolkin, mighty number 2591. I am mighty. Mark King, mighty number 70126. I am mighty.
Thamar Khalil, mighty number 17327. I am mighty.
Mike Cat, mighty number 19423. I am mighty.
Alex Hatsakides, mighty number 24243. I am mighty.
The Honorable Reverend Dr. David Allen Meyer, Esquire, mighty number 43476. I am mighty.
Richard Pilvelis, Metal Shadow Overlord, mighty number 31942. I am mighty.
Alyssa and Jocelyn Gilblood, mighty number 36,236. I am mighty.
I am Eric Weekwall, mighty number 37089. I am mighty.
Neil Wilson, mighty number 56052. I am mighty. Matsuoka Toru, mighty number 61342. Ore wa mighty.
Mighty, through the ups and the downs, we are mighty. Through the smiles and the frowns, we are mighty. Come around, we astound with the sounds, cause you can't keep a good kid down, we are mighty. Through the ups and the downs, we are mighty. Through the smiles and the frowns, we are mighty. Come around, we astound with the sounds, cause you can't keep a good kid down, we are mighty.